Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nooga Cowboy. We got Casey Crockett right here, Crockett Power Sports in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And he's going to talk a little bit about the 2022 Indian Super Chief Limited. And let me tell you, having some time to think about the ride, with it being in touring mode, which I just found out, it just puts a different perspective on this motorcycle. And I can't wait to ride another one and put it in sport mode, because that's going to be silly. It really is. But Casey, thanks for joining us again, and man, tell us a little bit about this bike.
Well, as you mentioned, Joe, it does have the three ride modes: the touring, standard, and sport. And yeah, you got to experience touring, but both standard and sport will step your throttle response up a little bit. So we'll have to get you on another one soon. But the Super Chief Limited does have the 116 in it, so starting off stock with about 126 foot-pounds of torque. Very comfortable bike, only a couple inches longer than your Scout that you're so fond of. Maybe 120 pounds heavier. But the power to rate ratio, as you noticed, is incredible on this bike. The Super Chief Limited already comes with the bags, it already comes with the windshield, and of course all of the new Chiefs that have the 116 are going to have the ride command, the navigation, the ride modes, etc.
I'm really just sitting back thinking about it, and I didn't even check and I even said it on the video, Casey. I said, I'm not going to worry about the modes because we've been through that. I'm just going to leave it as is, and I assumed it was in standard mode. But to find this out, as I said, it just puts a whole different perspective on this motorcycle and the performance and what it can do. Just amazing. I was super excited to ride one of these when I first heard the news they were coming out with it. I was very excited, and I'm even more excited now. I've always said I'll never trade in Jolene, but I guess never say never, right?
You always just add one to the stable there.
This is true. All right. So tell people how they can get in contact with you guys.
You can find us online at CrockettPowersports.com, and our phone number is 423-760-3670. So give us a call or an email. We'll be happy to help you out.
Casey, appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, Joe.
Hey, Puddin'. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Big deal. The 2022 Indian Chief Super Limited. I'm riding right now, man. I'm excited about this one. Y'all know I've been talking about it. And the new LCD display. Super cool. And so you can go through this. You got your gauges. Let's just go through this real quick. You've got your gauges, as we just saw. You got your bike. Outside voltage, mileage, miles per gallon. Let's go back there. Ride. You can track your ride. I think I'm learning about now. Navigation. You can connect your music. Connect your phone, therefore you'll have your music. In other words, a very cool bike. That's great and everything. I was looking forward to that. This is about the performance. You've got a 116 on this bike, and a beast. Again, it's the 2022 Indian Super Chief Limited. But right now, I say we ride. Oh, we go. And what intrigued me about this bike when I saw the specs and I knew it was coming out was just the power versus the weight of the bike. It's like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be fun to ride. I'll just go ahead and tell you this: if I were to get a Chief, and I'm sure I will eventually. Let me go ahead and adjust these mirrors, as I should have already. For me, the lower trim level is the Chief, and I forget which one is right after the Chief. I think that look fits this bike better. But if you're looking for more of the touring aspect, then the Super Chief Limited is your bike. If you're really interested, you're just dead set on buying this one. Okay, so you're catching glare from the sun. I don't know how it's coming across on video, but hard to see. I can't have to go and lean in. With the glare, it's really hard to see. Probably didn't even need to shift on that. But everything about this bike just screams, hey, look at me, look how cool I am. Not a fan of the color, and I believe the color is blue, metallic, slate, flaky color, whatever. Well, you'll probably see in what the color is right now. But so far, you know, it feels good. Well, dude, that's got some off the line. You better be ready. And on this bike, you do have the different modes: touring mode, sport mode, standard. So that's a great thing. It's a touring bike without being a touring bike, if that makes sense. It's set up like a cruiser, but everything, with everything you have in a touring bike, minus the speakers and all that. Let's go ahead and get over. Thank you. Yeah, man, this one's super chill. I believe this one, now this is top of the line Chief, okay? The 2022 Indian Super Chief Limited. So this is top of the line. This is going to cost you around 21. The base model, low end, is going to be around 14, which is about, it's a little bit more than a bobber. But I think with what you get, the performance, you know, this is worth it. This is really worth it. And coming up, we'll do all our tests off the line. You just saw what I can do off the line. You kidding me? Nicely done. Windshield helps out a little bit. You can see it's catching me about mid visor, maybe a little bit. Oh, geez, maybe a little bit lower. And you know what? This is a pretty comfortable ride. I got to get used to these boards right here. I rode in on Jolie, and so my position's a little off. I know a lot of people excited about this bike too, man. I've seen some, you know, other YouTube videos of Indian bringing out some ambassadors to ride it, and super jealous about that. But today's my day. Yeah, I'm really digging the screen. I think that's a nice touch. Six gears of awesomeness. Let me remind everyone, I am not a motorcycle expert. I am just a dude who has a video camera and who rides motorcycles, okay? It seems like I need to make that clear every video, because there's always that one. You suck, you don't know what you're talking about. I agree. A lot of the times I don't. Yeah, just giving you my thoughts on the ride and just the everyday dude out there, right? This is not for the motorcycle experts out there. This is for the guy, hey man, I'm kind of interested in getting a motorcycle. Let's see what's out there. Back to the Chief. It's a light bike, man. I'll put the total weight up here right now, but it's a light bike, so you know, Is this a beginner bike? I don't know. I probably wouldn't suggest it. If you're smart, could you handle it? Yeah, probably. I'm not even gonna put it in sport mode. I like it too much. Sport mode is probably not for beginners. Be popping wheelies in no time. You actually probably could on this. Yeah, man. My favorite part up here, you know how we do. We'll get a rolling start and see where she takes us. And second gear, go. Boy, you talk about some juice, dude. Get her done, son. Going almost 65 and 6 gears too much. I should be back down to 5th. Sixth gear. You got plenty left. You got plenty of throttle left. Impressive, man. I'll go ahead and tell y'all, I'm going to purchase a Chief. I will not be purchasing a Super Chief Limited. I just don't. It's not it's not my bag, baby. I will be buying probably a Chief. It won't be soon, but you know, I just love the look of it, the power, the looks. I think it might be Indian's best motorcycle. Even though I would put the the Challenger up there. What is this guy doing? Making somebody wreck, fool. Hopefully we catch a red light up here and we can. I've already got a taste, man. I don't even need to do it because with coming off the exit there. These boards are messing with me. Coming off the exit there, just the acceleration there, come on, popping into third gear, you can tell this thing's a beast. But I knew going into it, it's going to be a beast. You roll up to some fool and they test you, you will surprise them. Say, all right, dog, here you go. That's cute. That was real cute, buddy. Now, of course, when you need it, you're not going to hit a red light. Okay, here we go. Thank you. We got one coming up. So, brake test. Oh, y'all. Let off a little bit. ABS doing this thing. I need to sit back a little bit, I guess. So these boards. So brake's great. As you can see, right there. So you got about a, I don't know, half inch of travel before you start feeling that resistance. Yeah, about a half inch of travel. So it's not mushy at all. You got a good brake. Plenty of vision with the rear view mirrors. The windshield I'm kind of iffy on. I don't know. I could take it or leave it. As I said, if 511, and it's you could feel it. It's not terrible. Not terrible. It wouldn't be a deal breaker. All right, third gear. Let's get a little throttle. See what I got. Yeah, dude, you're gonna love this bike. You're gonna love it. Third gear. Oh, did you see that? Dude, did you see that jump? That tells you, I don't have to say anything. That tells you all you need to know. Third gear. Wow. Let's just end the video right here. I'm done. That's a cool truck. Old Studebaker. All right. Brakes again. Very good brakes. No issues there. Nice, crisp gear change. Obviously, an exhaust change would be in order. I don't know if I would change the bars on this. I'd probably leave it like this for a little while. I think some mini Aves would be cool on it. But I would, if I were to buy this, I'd keep it as is right now. And really, the exhaust would be the only thing I'd change. I'm sure other things would come up, but that would be it to begin with. You know, I don't know how it came through with that third gear switch and the jump we had, but if it didn't come through all that well, let me tell you, it was impressive. So I didn't even need to do a red light acceleration test. All right, so let's go over the ratings of this bike. Looks, now I'm just basing it off this bike. I personally like the lower trim levels of the Chief, looks wise. But for this one, looks wise, 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest, I'll give it a 7. Brakes, A. Acceleration, torque, I'll give it a minus. Acceleration, A minus. And this is the 116 engine, so I'm trying to consider all that. Comfort, I would give it a B for comfort. I say B because no doubt it's been a comfortable ride, but I would, you know, I can't give it an A unless I took it out for a longer ride just to see. But as far as taking the bumps, suspension-wise, seat comfort, it's been solid. Now let's be honest, if you were interested in buying this bike, what would be your number one reason? I think number one reason would be the power. You got the 116 in here versus the weight of the bike. I mean, it just makes too much sense. You're gonna get around, you're gonna scoot around big time on this girl. So overall, I'm giving this bike an A. Super fun bike to ride, and I will own one. I will own one. You know, I've talked about a number of times, I can't decide, you know, every time I ride one, you know, I change my mind on which one I like the most, which one I would buy. I don't think it's a question now. This would be the one I buy. And I was really thinking, okay, the Dark Horse Chieftain, the Challenger, but this is the one. This is the one I'd buy. You know, I don't think it's close. Well, actually, it is pretty close, but this is the one. The 2022 Indian Super Chief Limited. You got the bags, you got the passenger seat, you got the boards, you got the shield, spoked wheels. Let's just take you on a quick walk around. And notice the width of this back tire. All chromed out. You know, I take that back. You know, I think looks. I'm giving this an A. I'm gonna give it an A. It looks great. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not bought on that color, but it seems to work. I think the spoked wheels really help that out. You go with these gigantic forks. It's a nice bike. You've got the LED headlight. So here you go, the 116. The 116 on this size of a bike. Again, going back to that acceleration out of third gear. Just a glimpse of what this bike has to offer. Just a powerhouse, a real powerhouse. Actually, I think this color's kind of growing on me. Now that I'm sitting here talking about it, the color's kind of growing on me. Nooga Cowboy, Facebook and Instagram, NoogaCowboy.com. Hit that subscribe button. We're going to have more test rides, first rides coming your way. But right now, let's just take this in. A 2022 Indian Super Chief Limited. Beautiful, beautiful.